Today, I want to give you guys a squat tip that you can use for high bar or low bar. So I just finished a powerlifting meet this past weekend, and in about 2 weeks I'm going on vacation for 10 days and I won't be able to lift at all. So these next couple of weeks of training are going to be used as a pivot block. A pivot block is a period of time, 1 week, 2 weeks, maybe even a month, in between training cycles or in between training blocks, where you would perform movements that you don't typically do during a meet prep. So something different than squat with belt, deadlift with belt, bench press with pause and commands. So for my upper body lifts, these couple of weeks on this pivot block, I've been doing overhead press, high incline bench press variations, dumbbell work, and even some direct arm work. For the deadlift, today I did competition style deadlifts, but I didn't use a belt, and I actually did a little bit higher reps with a double overhand grip, no hook, so that just really limits the amount of weight that I can put on the bar. Later on this week, I'll be doing sumo deadlifts, and I'll make sure to record that and show you guys what it looks like. And then at the end of the week, I think I'm gonna go to Aquam Athletics, which is a weightlifting gym in Sacramento, and do some snatches and clean and jerk. Maybe I'll max out. Do you think I'll total 250 kilos or more? Yes or no, down in the comments section. And for squats, I've been all about that high bar life. High bar squats, SSB squats, and belt squats. Really trying to breathe some life back into my legs. And since I've been doing these high bar squats, the master cue that I've been telling myself is get your knees forward and keep them forward. This is a cue that Austin's taught me, and I find it very helpful for both high bar and low bar squat. Set your knees forward sooner rather than later, and as you stand back up, keep them forward. Don't immediately push your knees back. Now, a mild amount of shift back is okay because of the small bounce or rebound you get out of your knees, but pushing your knees back excessively is a problem that should be fixed. Pushing your knees back out of the bottom can not only shift your weight back, but it puts you in a bad position to finish a heavy squat. Notice here as I shift my knees back, I'm arriving at my sticking point with vertical shins. Now I have to lever the weight with my back because my knees have left the party. I'm gonna have to grind through a good morning if I wanna finish a heavy rep. Here, I've still got some life left in my knees when I hit the sticking point, and I can use my quads and hips to push through this. This problem can be identified as a good morning squat, and in the past I've just said, don't push your hips back, drive your hips up, which absolutely still holds true, but after Austin explained this to me in much more depth than I'm covering in this video, the cue, get your knees forward and keep them forward, makes a lot of sense to me. And sometimes people can relate or understand certain cues better than others, even if the two cues are trying to fix the same thing. So get your knees forward during the first half of the descent and keep them forward as you bounce out of the hole. This applies to a high bar squat and a low bar squat. The only difference being how far your knees need to travel over your toes. Typically your knees are going to travel a little bit further forward with a high bar squat than a low bar squat because your torso is more upright. But regardless, fight the urge to shove your knees back out of the bottom of the squat. Thanks for watching, and always remember,